Welcome to our demo of DynamicWeb PIM. In this video, we'll look at product enrichment. Editing product data, enriching through data import, adding assets, AI text generation, and automatic translations. So you'll always have the opportunity to enrich your products by editing every product manually, adding further data and assets like images and documents. So let's follow some simple steps and add some data for a specific product. Let's go ahead into the workflow dashboard, and this time let's take a look at Ready for PM. And here we could find this product, the Sculptura 5000. And notice I could go in and right click and say Edit. And here you can see in the General tab, I have some information. And I could go down, for example, in here where I have manufacturer, it says nothing selected. I could, for example, go in to say Merida. Going down, I might have a price. This is generally going to be something that will come from another source, but I can go ahead and put that in here. And then under the categories area, I'm going to put in, it could be like sporty and bicycle race and that sort of thing. Going back to the general tab, I actually have this one called workflow state. Right now I'm the product manager, the PM. So I want to put this into the new enriched technical details, and I could save and close. Now, going back to the workflow, to the bike enrich, which was the technical detail, and we can see that we have our product is here. And this time I'm actually going to go and choose view, because I want to get this overview where I have a nice access to the assets area. Then I can go into manage the assets. So here we can see different categories that we've created for the different kinds of assets we might want. And here under images, I'm going to go ahead and add an asset. And I'll go in and I'll browse. And I think I could find something here under images and products. I got one here, bikes, Merida, details, Sculptura. And I'll just take one here. And I'm going to go ahead and add this as a primary image because I could actually add multiple images, but I'm just going to designate this as the primary image here. And back, and we can see that's there. Now I want to just make sure that we have the right data model attached to the product. So I'm going to go to the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to go to this point called Data Models. And let's say that it's been incorrectly assigned to road bikes. I might just go in there and delete that assignment, and then I could assign it to a new data model. And let's say the correct data model that I want to have is road bikes. So this concludes the manual data enrichment. There are other options to manually enrich your products, like grid editing and the PIM lists, and exporting to Excel to enrich and then re-importing. So DynamicWeb PIM also gives you extensive options for automating your product enrichment. Datasets, as we've already seen, those are the small chunks of predefined product specifications that can be added to a given product or to multiple products all at once. And then there's also importing additional product information to already existing products. This could be, for example, Excel files from a product's manufacturer. All we need is unique SKU or a product ID to match up the external data. So let's go into the newly arrived tile of our workflow dashboard. And from the Actions menu up here in the upper right, I'm going to choose Import Products. And now I'm going to click on the source file here and do a browse. And what I'm going to be looking for here is under Files, Data Onboarding Example. And I'm going to choose this one, Update with Key. So where I can choose a configuration, we have one here called Supplier 1 Update, which is a preset where all the field mapping has been set up. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on Next up here. Now in the next screen, we have EAN preset as the unique key between the products. And in the Preview tab, I can preview if the file is about to be imported. So I'm going to go up to the Actions menu and click on Next. Now I have a screen and I could just go to Run, and I can see that it'll bring me here, and it's now in the process of importing. and I can see the batch is exceeded. So now if I go back to the workflow dashboard again, we'll notice that the 44 products are newly arrived as opposed to the 61, indicating that this import has affected some of the products. And now if we go to the Ready for PM tile, which has got some new products, we'll notice that actually all these places where we have update with key, these are the products that have been automatically updated with some information. So we could go into one of those and take a look and see that they have, for example, this nice information about the product description. Right, so let's take a look at enriching products with AI and doing some automatic text translations. And here I'm going to go to the products area here and into the products dashboard, find the workflow, and let's go into the bikes enriched. In this case, I'm going to go into a product where we have the eTour 400 EQ. And on the translations up here, I'm just going to go ahead and choose English and German and apply. You can see we got them side by side. Now, notice that the short description text is empty for both languages. Now I'm going to go into the Actions tab up here, and I'm going to go into AI Assistant. And the next thing I want to do is choose a destination field, and that will be the short description. Now I have a prompt. Prompt is going to guide how the text is going to be generated, and I've prepared one in advance, and I want a short and concise product description. Now we have in the source fields, for example, the brand name, and I want to get the brand website, and I want to get manufacturer, and I'd like to get material. So I've got this collection of fields that I want to use, and I'll just click on Generate. All right, so now I've got that there. So I'm just going to go ahead and save and close. Now I want to go to the Actions tab, and I want to go to Translate. And in this case, I want to move the short description as my target field. I could do several at a time if I'd like to. And I want to translate from the English into German. Clicking Translate there, and then you can see as I come back, we just generated the short text in English using the AI feature, and then we use the automatic translation to get that over into German. So that was that for this video. And in the next video, we're going to take a look at product distribution.